Will modern women understand that being an adult comes with a huge degree of responsibility? That seems too much to ask. While the strong and independent woman narrative prevails, most women hate taking accountability for their decisions, including the mere fact of picking the wrong men. In today's day and age, kids out of wedlock are normalized, and casual hookups result in undesired pregnancies. The man just wanted to screw some holes, but now the woman has to take care of a kid while the father is nowhere to be found. Other men, though, are not driven by their carnal instincts, use protection, and prefer prevention over cure, which is, if you ask me, a very good policy that MGTOW men know verbatim. Modern women feel like society and even their families will give them a pass, but once the new baby is born and the father is, according to her, a scumbag, she gets tons of reality checks, including what men really think about single moms.
Because firstly, like as a man, if you are going to be the one providing, why you're at a disadvantage providing for someone who isn't your biological son or daughter, right? And the second thing is not trying to victim blame, but I think as a woman, if you're having children outside of wedlock or outside of committed relationship, it also says something about you, meaning that to an extent, you could be more responsible.
When you're a guy and you make money, you want to put and invest your money in your offspring, not in other people's offspring. Yeah, that's just the natural way of the world. That's how things go. Men typically want to take care of their own children. Now,
what if she's a millionaire and she helps and builds an empire with that man?
Okay, well, even better. If you're a millionaire, you're going to probably want a guy that's a millionaire too, right?
Exactly, but who said anything about a broke guy?
Yeah, but okay, good. So what do millionaires have that are men?
But my thing is, like...
Hold on, answer the question. What do men have that are millionaires? Options, which means they can date girls that aren't millionaires and be happy. You, on the other hand, can't date a broke guy and be happy. So they can get a girl that's 21, that isn't a millionaire, that doesn't have children, that can give him a family, and he won't have to take on someone else's kids.
After building your own empire, you're not inviting the first girl that comes through, and you have the right to pick and choose, just like women in their prime pick and choose the best guys they can get. The beautiful balance of the universe. Anyway, in today's video, we're delving into the topic of single moms, why they're not a good bet, and some of the reasons why men don't want them. You'll probably agree with one or two. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Anthony Zullo. He just gave some solid advice for the boys. Tremendous success. Form handshakes and don't skip the gym every day. I'd also suggest reading 2 chapters of a book a day. 30 minutes builds your grammar and vocabulary. Great words of advice. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. Before we start talking about single moms, let's get back to the basics for a moment. We live in a time when everyone is supposedly looking for their own happiness and fulfillment, but here's the kicker. All this quest for happiness comes at a huge cost. Many people indulge in bad habits and then regret it down the road. Other people postpone their responsibilities to realize that they have nothing to offer to the world. And you guessed it, in the realm of relationships, it's pretty much the same thing. Let me explain. Modern women love saying that they want to be happy, so they go out, dress in some type of way, invest or rather waste on makeup and cologne, and end up attracting dudes that only want them for their bodies. Did these women cultivate themselves? Did they study how to be a good mom, or were they raised to be that kind of woman? The answer is a resounding no, and still, they wonder why men don't want them for more than their bodies. What does this have to do with single moms? A lot. Here's why. Women these days become single moms not because all men who marry or impregnate them are bad people who just wanted to bang some women and leave her and the kids on the streets. While there are always bad apples out there, most men are genuinely happy to be fathers and see their kids grow. However, due to the corruption of the family law system and the legal system as a whole, men are thinking twice before putting their dicks inside of a woman's punani. And if they do, it's just for fun and with a condom. Nothing personal, just prevention.
Don't got that many options. What about? There's a lot of guys out there just like you guys that don't want to be with us because.
You know why? A lot of guys don't want to be with you. Now, they'll sleep with you. Always remember that. They will sleep with you. They'll creep up in your house, after your kids go to sleep, 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 11 o'clock, midnight. They'll come creep in, you call they calling you and, somebody left the door unlocked for you and all that, just come in quiet, you can knock, a lot of men knock down single mothers all the time. Oh, yes, they do. But when it gets down to actually wanting to be with you and making a life with you, a lot of men is just not for that, especially in the millennial and Gen Z generation.
Modern women sleep around because they want to be happy, so among other deadly consequences, they get pregnant and have to deal with the kid despite not having the finances or the knowledge needed to give them a good education and upbringing. Other women are happy as long as the man is on his A game, but once he's not, she feels free to resort to the happiness, or rather unhappiness card to justify why she's leaving him and he can't do anything about it. As you all know very well, men are not avoiding marriage, they really fear the divorce machine, and seeing that your kids are taken away from you just like 50% of your income is not cool. Oh, and let's not forget the goddamn attorney fees. All in all, it's very easy to understand why many women these days are single moms. It's not because all men are assholes and just don't want to provide and protect their families. Many women utilize the legal system to become single moms and get alimony and child support, while the man is pretty much a retard paying for his ex's dates with other men she wants to trap with emotional manipulation tactics.
You're looking for a less than 1% man, and yes, you are.
She's a 1% female.
No, she's not. You're not.
Yes, she is.
You're not.
How do you know?
You're
How
not.
do you value?
You're
you
not.
don't know me. You don't know what I put on the table in relationships. The most important part.
You're a single mother. You are not.
So?
You are not. I'm not saying this to be mean, but you are not in the.
You're mean.
Let me finish.
Okay.
You are not in the 1% of desirable partners out there. You're just not.
Okay.
You might be a fantastic person.
Okay.
You might be a fantastic person.
I'm just dating a guy who's like, oh, I would love to care about your kid because I want to have a kid. I see you as a great mom. And it's not even the guys who I'm dating. It's like a bunch of people in my DMs. They feel my energy. They see me on the social media as a like really authentic person.
That's great that you're authentic. I mean, that's wonderful that you're authentic. Based off of all the things you've provided, you're looking for a less than 1% man.
I came across an article titled 10 Uncomplicated Reasons Men Refuse to Date Single Moms, and since the title says it all, let's check them one by one. Trust me, us guys make it easy, while these modern women try to twist everything you say and even think. We're in times of freedom of choice and the pursuit of happiness, right? Why is the problem when men are happy by being single and far away from women with problems? Now, let's see the article. Single moms, how many of you are tired of wasting time on men who don't want to date you? Bad relationships? I've created a list of 10 reasons men don't want to date single moms, not to cast judgment on these men, but to help single mothers understand the why behind their lack of finding love. They don't want to deal with the baggage that comes with being a single mom. Though everyone has baggage, it is different when it's an actual human life to be considered, and some men consider that heavy baggage. Whether it's for selfish reasons or something else, it's perfectly fine for a man to refuse to date single moms. That's the reason people have preferences. Unfortunately, some single moms are offended that they are found undateable and could care less about dating preferences. They desire to know why a man would choose not to date them solely based on them having children. So let's look at some reasons men refuse to date single moms. 1. He doesn't want the drama. Men don't like confrontation. Unfortunately, there are times when single moms date their exes. They like to stir up trouble. Single men would rather avoid the perceived drama of dating a single mother and simply date someone with less baggage. When men hear that a woman is a single mom, he likely thinks that parenting drama is unavoidable. Men would rather not deal with that problem, so this is why some men avoid dating single moms. Here's the extended explanation. After a tough day of work, many men seek peace as a way to unwind and relax. They don't want additional drama or confrontation in their lives, and this preference is not limited to their interactions at work, but extends to their personal lives as well. Dealing with clients, coworkers, contractors, and even creditors requires a lot of character and confrontation. So the last thing you want as a man is a woman who requires you to have all these qualities, when in reality, you just want to chill, get some delicious homemade food, and a woman who supports your grind. When it comes to dating, 99.9% of men prefer to avoid dating single mothers due to the potential for perceived drama or complications. It's not necessarily about the single mother herself, but rather the assumption that parenting issues or conflicts with the ex-partner could arise and add stress to their lives. Simple. Men don't want any drama. These men may be looking for a partner who brings a sense of calm and tranquility into their lives, someone with whom they can share moments of peace and ease after a demanding day. This doesn't mean they don't value single mothers or appreciate the responsibilities they carry. It's more about their desire for a relationship with minimal complications and conflicts. Anyone with some brains knows that raising a kid is tough. Anyone except for single moms who thought that raising kids on their own was a piece of cake, of course. Let's keep on reading. 2. He doesn't believe you're available to date. Generally, single moms devote a lot of time to their children. That's what they should do. However, it doesn't mean they don't have time for themselves, especially if it's worth the investment. The men who feel like single moms don't have a lot of time to date don't care about worthy investments and such. They want to date a woman who has a lot of free time to date them. It's automatically assumed that because a woman is a single mom, she doesn't have enough time to devote to being a man's partner. That takes us to the next reason. 3. He wants you available 24/7. This man wants you to be available to him whenever he feels the need to be with you. Most single mothers aren't built like that. He wants a spontaneous relationship and knows that a single mom likely can't and won't accommodate his time requests. Hearing excuses like not having a sitter turns this guy off from dating single moms altogether. It's important to understand that some men prioritize finding a partner who is available and flexible in their dating life. When it comes to dating, men often look for someone who can invest time in building and nurturing the relationship. While it is understandable that single mothers dedicate a significant amount of time to their children, it's just not acceptable for men to hope that single moms won't cancel plans last minute because they gotta take care of the kid. Society wants men to understand a woman's point of view all the time, especially if she's a single mom. But does anyone give an F about men? No, men are supposed to take whatever type of woman comes through, right? Jokes aside, let's keep on reading. 4. He can do better. Being a single mom somehow equates to undesirability, like having kids makes you unworthy of ever finding love. According to this guy, anyone who's not a single mom is better. These men likely believe every negative single mom stereotype. There is nothing you can do that would change his mind. And really, why would you waste your time? 5. He doesn't want to raise someone else's child. Whatever the underlying factors are, these men aren't willing to raise another man's child, period. It doesn't matter how beautiful a woman is or how smart, but he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want that type of responsibility. Some men have mentioned their fear of lacking a bond with the child. For this reason alone, they avoid relationships with single mothers. Most men have a strong preference for dating women who do not have children of their own. They may hold certain factual and fair assumptions about single mothers that lead them to prioritize women without children.
When I got with, I was in a previous relationship for 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. And I got with a single mother, and when I never had any children, right? And I specifically remember my mum saying, I don't know, son. This might not be the one, but I know you say you love her, but I don't know. And the thing is, my mum turned out to be right.
But also,
right? Because my mum, as a woman of age who's already had her children, she could foresee the future that I couldn't see. I'm in love, mom. I love this woman. Yeah, I'm great. She's thinking, down the road, son. There was no red pill. There was no manosphere to help me out when I was in that situation.
Most men equate being a single mom with undesirability. They might believe that having children makes a woman less worthy of finding love, or that single mothers come with inherent drawbacks. These perceptions can lead them to dismiss the idea of dating a single mom and instead look for a partner without children. Nothing personal, just biology. To this type of man, probably you as well, any woman who doesn't have children automatically holds a higher value in his eyes. He might idealize, or rather know, childless women and assume they have fewer complications and responsibilities, making them more attractive as potential partners. One significant factor is the desire to avoid taking on the role of a step-parent and the responsibilities that come with it. Some men might feel uncomfortable or unprepared for the challenges of raising another man's child, especially if they fear lacking a bond with the child or potential conflicts with the biological father. This takes us to the next reason. 6. He doesn't want to risk attachment with your children. Now, this is different from number 5, as this man doesn't care about the child not being his. He doesn't want to get attached to a child, then lose that bond when the relationship ends. In this case, he's not only thinking about his feelings, but considering the child's as well.
Meet somebody and have kids could be even a little bit intimidating, because single moms, they have a lot of responsibilities. And,
and you got to step up, especially if you've never even had kids.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you have to realize that I feel like you are, I don't know if I can, you will always be choice number 2. Do you agree to that?
You don't need the whole list of reasons because you probably agree with some of this list, and I'm sure you have your own. Whatever these single mothers say and how much they want to call men insecure, that's their problem. Better lonely than with a woman who will treat you like an option while she wants you to be the whole goddamn package and be available for her 24/7. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.